let me ask you, who is your least favorite student recruiter in the whole wide world? What is something that the public doesn't understand about student recruitment agents?
Everything is perfect in terms of the system.
How did you ever get stabbed in the back by someone that you trusted?
There are some dodgy agents as well out there. The international school and local school are very different.
You're gonna
interview
interview
you
me?
instead.
Start crying.
Your life is more interesting.
International student recruitment isn't just about visas or numbers or money. It's about humans making life-changing decisions with the help of other humans, and their work often goes unnoticed. We are bringing those humans into the spotlight at Dreammakers. Welcome to Dreammakers. I'm your host, Mark Balneger, and today I am with...
Annop Kanthatham.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
How can I call you in an easy way?
Just Annop would be okay.
Annop?
Annop. Yes.
Thank you for being here, Annop.
Thank you for having me.
So we are shooting Dreammakers to learn about the humans behind student recruitment, international student recruitment, basically. So can you introduce yourself? Tell me something about what you do.
Sure. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here on your very first episode. So yes, like I said, my name is Annop. Currently, I'm the director of York Institute. We're not a school. We're just an agency founded back in the late 80s. My father set up the company, and then, I kind of took over. Basically, I went to an international school here, and then spent 2 years as an exchange student in the States, in the East Coast. Then came back here for my undergrad, then went to the UK for my postgraduate study. And now I'm into the student recruitment industry. Another hat I'm wearing is also I'm the committee of TIECA, which is the Thai Agency Association, and currently we have 80 members, roughly.
Okay, and it's an association of all student recruiters that help Thai students study wherever they want in the world.
Correct.
Okay.
And each country, even in Korea and Japan, those countries...
I don't know why you started talking about Korea. I have no idea. But
Me neither. But other countries also have their own association.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you started as an international student in Bangkok? At the international school?
International school,
in
yes.
Bangkok, yeah?
Yes.
Why did your parents choose to send you to an international school?
I think they probably wanted me to have better education, and went to an English-speaking school. So at that time, there weren't that many international school around. However, now there are tons of them.
Okay. What did you like most about studying in an international school?
I think it's the nationality mix. Besides, obviously the Thai student, we got, I got friends from, Taiwan, Philippines, Hong Kong, India, so I think it's a good mix. Yeah.
Are you still in touch with anybody you went to internet? Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Oh.
We still hang out, or we see each other like a big get together, maybe once or twice a year. And yeah, some of them actually go like every weekend for, pickleball.
Okay.
Yeah.
The newest hype, pickleball.
Correct.
Yeah. I was an international student myself, just for exchange. In my opinion, it's one of the most valuable experiences of my life because it changed everything for me. Did your international school experience, what do you think it changed for you? How did it build the trajectory of your life, basically?
I think it helped me to prepare for studying abroad. Obviously, international school and local school are very different. The mix, like I said, the nationality mix is also good. We got to learn about each other culture and how to blend in and how to be compassionate, I think, toward other nationality, other races.
Yeah, intercultural sensitivity is a nice skill to learn, but I also feel more people need to learn that skill for sure.
By the way, can I ask you a quick question back then?
Sure.
Where did you study when you talk about you study overseas as well?
Yes. So I'm from the Netherlands, and I was studying international marketing management in the Netherlands, and that is a global education completely taught in English. That's what I wanted because I like speaking English and doing international stuff. So I went to Hogeschool Utrecht to study this. It was 2.5 hours away from my home, but that was the closest. So being that far away from my home already jump-started me into living away from my home at 19, basically, independent, sort of with roommates. And then for our second year, we had to do mandatory study abroad because it was a global education. Every student had to pick 5 countries where they wanted to go, and I picked the US, Canada, Japan, and I think some European countries. Then one day my school called me up and they said, everything you picked is full with people that had higher grades than you. I'm like, okay, thanks. So what do I do? Do I stay home a year? What is the plan? So they asked me, do you want to go to South Korea? I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. I didn't do any research whatsoever, and I just went to University of Seoul for exchange in 2011.
Wow.
And as some people might know, like I'm still in Korea, so it changed a lot for me, basically.
You haven't graduated? It took you this long?
Yes, I'm still in the beginner Korean class. It's taking a while.
Wow. So you fell in love with the Korean country, the culture?
Yes. And eventually also the women, because I'm now married to a Korean woman with 2 kids. But I really liked the lifestyle. The food was great. Dutch food is horrible. So anywhere you go outside of the Netherlands, you probably will like the food a bit more. And Seoul never sleeps. So that's really fun when you're young. In the Netherlands, everything goes dark after 6 p.m. or something. No shops are open, nothing to do. But Korea, especially Seoul, never sleeps. And I made a lot of friends with similar interests, which was also hard to do in my hometown. So I felt more at home being away from home, I guess. It opened up my world, and now I'm seeing the rest of the world with intercultural sensitivity in mind and everything. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Korea. Have you ever been to Korea?
Yes. I like Korea. I've been there a few times. I love the food. Love the music, of course.
Okay.
And the series, of course. Who can forget? K-drama.
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
So, you saying the York Institute? I kind of want to ask you, why did your father pick the name, or why the name York Institute? Because it's a little bit misleading, in my opinion. It sounds like you're a school. But
Well, the thing was, back then, I was an exchange student in New York, not Manhattan, kind of like upstate New York in a small town. And then he founded the company at that time, and at first he was thinking of calling it New York, Institute, because he himself also studied in New York in the 50s. But to name it New York would be too obvious. So he cut it short to York, not thinking or not knowing about, what about in the future, we might be working closely with, schools in the UK. So yes, there's some, misunderstanding or, about that when people think that we work with York University or we representative office of York, but we're not.
Your father started clickbait before it was cool, I guess.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So it might seem like an obvious question, but since your father already was working in student mobility, is that why you also went to work in student mobility, or what made you decide to join the family company, basically?
Yes. So yeah, he was in that industry for a while. Actually, at first for me, I wasn't interested in that. My major during my postgrad study was information technology, IT. So when I came back from the UK, I was actually working in the IT industry for a while. And then after a while, I thought, eventually I probably have to, take over the company. So I thought, why not now? So that's when I quit the IT industry and then come and, help him with the company.
Okay, so it was not really. Did it feel like your duty then to sort of take over, or like?
At first,
or did your father give you a choice at least? I don't know.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, before I went to the UK, I was helping him, and then I thought, I want to go and pursue my postgrad study. So that's when I went, and then came back, working in a different field, but eventually came back to the same industry.
Technically, you're helping now young students to have the same experiences you had in a way.
Correct.
You did international school and then study your bachelor's abroad as well?
Here in Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then did you do exchange or master's and then postdoc?
It was master in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which year did you get into student recruitment then? Around when?
It would be around the early 2000.
That's a long time.
Yes.
So then I got to ask, what made you stay? Like you didn't change anything else anymore. Like now you're here.
Well, I'm kind of stuck actually, I think. But, being in this industry, we have lots of friends, a lot of companies. And I think that's what, drew me in. It's, all these friends and people in the industry, we get along very well. Yeah, and we help each other. We go out and we hang out together. So it's not only about business, but friendship.
Okay, I could see on the student side, it's all about relationships. So I didn't know agents amongst each other are that friendly.
Oh yeah, here. I think here in Thailand we get along very well. We spend time together. We go out to eat, or we go to birthday parties or weddings or even funeral. So I think culturally, I think we have to credit it to the Thai culture, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever, in those 20 years, I guess you're doing this now, did you ever get stabbed in the back by someone that you trusted?
Occasionally. I think every industry you have that. So, of course, but not as bad as other companies, I hope. Yeah.
When this experience happened to you, did you change the way you were doing work, or did it change anything for you?
Not really. Maybe we just have to be more careful. But in a way, no matter how careful you are, sometimes it could still happen to you.
Yeah, trust is important, I guess. Yeah. Your role today, are you now CEO of the company, or is your father still working?
No, sadly, my father passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, but even before that, he was already retired. So technically I'm the CEO then. Yes.
Do you have a lot of employees or people you work with?
No, we only have a very small team.
And sort of how many students did you send abroad in let's say the last 2 years? Because it's been a tough time. Right?
Yeah, I wish you could ask me earlier before COVID, but anyway.
We can talk about it too. We can put it into comparison because then...
Yeah. I think every company is facing the same thing where since COVID, we haven't picked up. I would say it's still about 100 plus students, where in the past we would have more. But now after COVID, not only about economy or politics, but it's the visa issue, as you know. A lot of the Western countries are making it hard for the visa process. So, that as well make it hard to recruit. So some of the students are looking for alternative. Maybe they're not looking for to go to the West. They might just go to some Asian countries like nearby, or even doing their degree locally. Yeah, I think the interest in the Big Four was already going down, and then stuff that's happening with our good friend Mr. Trump in America makes it easier for people to not go to the US, basically. I also, in Korea, then I heard that some universities are trying to steer away from Thai students because, according to them, it's Thai students, they come sometimes and run away and go work illegally. What do you think about that? To be honest, I haven't heard about that. However, I would hear more about Thais that would go on the tourist. No, well, because we don't have a tourist visa. It's no visa free.
Yeah.
So a lot of these tourists, or they might not be tourists, but they're actually going there intentionally to work illegally. I think I hear more of that. But in terms of students, I don't think so. So these would be Thais that would go there and try to work illegally, maybe in a restaurant or doing some labor force.
Korean universities tell me that, and then I explain to them that it can come from every country. It also depends on the people you're working with. So if you work with a good student recruiter, the chance of having a student that comes and runs away is way lower. So they ask a lot about verification or track record you have as an agent. Hearing this, how about in your process do you safeguard the universities from students that can potentially run away?
And I think I probably can just explain more, not only for Korean university, but for other university worldwide. In a way, we kind of know, or when we look at the documents of the student, we would know if they're actually genuine student. And I think that's kind of like the magic word, genuine student. You know, no matter which country they're going to, the word genuine is a must. Looking at their, you know, the academic records, their financial documents, and look at their like the statement of purpose, you know, the paper that they write about their intention of studying overseas, we can actually justify if they're actually going there to really study or to look for, you know, extra money. And there's some countries that we kind of know, like if the Thai students come in and say, okay, we want to go to this country, we want to go to the cheap college, or don't want to study hard, you kind of can tell, you know, they're looking for like these, what we call visa factory school or some, you know, dodgy colleges. And even though there are a lot of clamp down on those, but we still have to say they still exist.
So would you continue to help a student like this if you know they're going to work illegally, or you would just tell them, there's the door?
No. However, there are some dodgy agents as well out there that would be, you know, helping these students. It's kind of win-win situation for them, but it's not for us, because in a way it will ruin our reputation for the company and for the association and the industry.
I can imagine if a school works with a dodgy agent and gets burned, that they are less likely to work with other student recruitment agencies all over the world, unless maybe the terms would not be favorable for the student recruiter, or there's like some really big KPIs that need to be hit before they make a proper decision. So one bad apple spoils the bunch, right? I'm not good in my English idiom, but okay. So let's we talked about some dark stuff already.
Okay.
Can you tell me what is your most memorable experience you had with a student and its study journey, basically?
Well, I would say there are a lot. So back in the 80s and the 90s, we were heavily involved in exchange student program to the U.S. So we recruit a lot of these high school students to the U.S. And it's quite happy to see a lot of them are now very successful, and some actually also, you know, they work in international companies. Some migrated or, you know, work. They might get married, and, you know, some living overseas. A lot of them now, you know, live in like in the UK, in the US, or in Australia. So to see them, actually, I just saw one last week. You know, she's in her like 40s now, but, you know, when I first met her, she was probably like 16, 17. You know, and now she's happily married with 2 kids, living in Melbourne, Australia. So I went to see her in Australia 3 years ago, and then, you know, she comes back to Thailand regularly to visit her family. So we just had dinner together, and, you know, and we talk a lot about, you know, those time, you know, and it's been like, you know, almost 30 years. So it's good to see. So I think these type of story that, you know, that I see and I hear, that I think it's kind of like fulfilling to me.
I don't want to be corny, but it sounds like you made her dream come true, basically.
Probably.
At least you jump-started it for her, or you guided her through the beginning until she could do it by herself. So that's nice.
And, you know, you have to understand, sometimes some of them have never traveled overseas. Some have never been on a plane. So, you know, you think about 15, 16-year-old flying whatever, almost 20 hours to a different side of the world, and, you know, living with the host family, you know, learning a new language, learning new culture, and being there for the whole year. You know, they change when they come back for better, you know, for better. and it's good to see when they come back. You know, we talk to them, we interview them, and you know, yeah, it's good. Yep.
Did they ever talk about re-entry shock?
Oh yeah,
Like
of course.
reverse culture shock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's some of that as well. Even for me. Yeah.
Well, tell me some funny reverse culture shock that you
Reverse
experienced.
culture shock
Yes.
would probably be the traffic. You know, because I live in Bangkok, so when I come back, yeah, Bangkok traffic is not so good, but we have a very good, at least the SkyTrain and the subway and the airport link. So I think these kind of compensate for that. I can tell you I miss the food a lot, the Thai food. So when I come back, you know, I love Thai food. Yeah. But eventually I think, you know, they kind of blend in anyway. Me and other students, when they come back to the, you know.
It's also nice to gain another perspective when you're abroad. Like you mentioned, the traffic in Bangkok is bad. Well, I think traffic in Korea is horrible. It's way too easy to get a driver's license in Korea, and they just don't know how to drive. I'm sorry, this is fact. But then last month for work, I had to meet student recruiters in India, and now I will never complain about Korean traffic again after experiencing it in India. It's a whole other world, basically.
A lot of honking the horns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no lines on the road, and then random cows everywhere. It's it's special in India. But yeah, Korea traffic is now it's doable for me. So yeah, building that other perspective is I think one of the most valuable assets you can gain from studying abroad. When I came back, I felt alienated a little bit from my past friends because studying abroad makes you grow a lot. But back home, nothing changes. So people stay the same, or they didn't grow at the same speed. So it creates some disconnect.
Understood. It's like probably astronaut experiencing the same thing, right? Where they travel to outer space, to the moon. You know, when they come back, it's the same thing.
True.
Yeah.
I guess because we live in a bubble in a sense. So if you go outside the bubble and then you realize there's a lot of bubbles, then you come back, it's hard to go back into that bubble. So that's what I noticed. So living abroad can be lonely, and then coming home can also be not what you expected. So that's with the shock part, I guess.
Right.
So, yeah.
Before you left for Korea, the town or the city that you were staying, was it a big town or a small town?
Small town.
I see. So and when you went to Korea, was it in Seoul or?
Yes, that was in Seoul. Yeah.
So kind of like moving from a small city to a very big.
Okay.
town,
So my hometown has no universities, only trade schools. So everybody who studied well in middle school, high school, and wanted to go to university had to go to other city. Either travel up and down,
right,
if it was nearby, but otherwise moving out is the best. So I moved to Utrecht. It's like the third city in the Netherlands, so really big. It's really central. It's like a hub to the rest of Netherlands. That's a really big city. So that change for me was already...
That was like a big step for you.
Yes.
And then the second step was going to Korea. All right.
But going to that city already, I felt so much better because, like I said, my hometown has no university. So it's like a intellectual brain drain, to be honest. So everybody that goes to college moves out, and then all the other people, they stay there. But yeah, it's also creates a disconnect in a sense. So I never felt at home in my hometown. It's a good place to grow up as a kid, and it's a good place to die, but not in between. Utrecht is really like modern, young, like-minded people, I guess. So that's when I really started to like city life. And then for my study abroad, I went to University of Seoul, and that brought city life to a whole new level, basically. But yeah, that shock was very enjoyable for me. So I guess that's why I went back.
Right.
Yeah. I only did one semester exchange, and then when I came back home, I got really depressed. I missed my life, I missed the food, I missed the people. So first thing I did was teach myself how to cook Korean food. So that helped a little bit. And then I just had a goal in mind. It's like, I want to go back to Korea. So I worked towards that goal. And in 2013, I did summer school. I never thought I would give up my summer to go to school, but apparently that happened. So I went to Korea again. And then I was sure that I wanted to live there. I tried to find an internship in Korea, could not find it. I tried really hard. I even hired a company to find me an internship. They found me an internship in Thailand. So I did an internship in Phuket at the social media marketing agency. I thought, okay, I'm still abroad. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do and furthering my educational career. And then I also realized, so okay, it's nice, Thailand, but I prefer Korea. So it only solidified my choice of going to Korea. And then 2015, working holiday to Korea, and yeah, started my first job in a bar, and then just working Korean company, did a lot of jobs in Korea, started my own company, and now now I'm still there, but married with 2 kids and enjoying the Korean life, I guess.
So how long have you been living in Korea now?
Altogether, almost 10 years, I think, next month, almost 10 years. Yeah. 4 years in Seoul, and now almost 6 years in Busan, at the south of the country. I can honestly say Busan is better, but I think Seoul is nice when you're young. But when you get older, I think Busan is better, and people are nicer, friendlier, happier. So I would pick Busan anytime now.
Maybe I should hijack this podcast and
you're gonna
interview you instead.
Start crying soon.
Your life is more interesting.
I don't know. You did a lot. I'm pretty impressed about your whole journey and all these different countries. I've never been to the US.
Oh,
for instance. It's not tempting to me at all, but it's a place I would like to visit just for the nature, I guess. For the rest, it doesn't align with my my wants.
Yeah. The thing is, I have a lot of friends who been around the world, but never been to the US. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. In Europe, we don't care as much. People always talking about the American dream, but from a European perspective, it's not attractive. So, so I guess we're privileged in a way, so that we don't have to think about those things, and we can just do more things out of experience. But yeah, common white people thing to do is to go to Asia, basically. That's what I did. I'm not that, I guess, unique or original, but yeah, the American dream is that. It's just come to Asia. It's where the future is.
Yeah, I think I told you my younger sister lives in Holland, in The Hague. So
The Hague.
Been there for more than 10 years now. So yeah, and I visit her a few times.
What do you like about the Netherlands then?
The system, I don't know. I just feel like basically not only in Holland, but the whole of Europe. When you land, you kind of feel like everything is perfect in terms of the system, like the transportation, maybe like the social security, the tax system. It's like everything is in place. It's not like a mess like in other countries, which I'm not going to name, but but I think that's what I like about Europe as a whole. Yeah,
I can see that, especially for some countries. I will also not name them.
I know.
It's burning in the back of my throat, but yeah. And I understand why people like the Netherlands. Just for me, I was bored in a sense. I like being challenged, and what you mentioned about Netherlands, it makes life in Netherlands very easy.
Right.
But it's not very mentally stimulating in a sense. So it was too easy, especially after living in Thailand and Korea. I like the roller coaster life.
I understand. Yeah, because with my sister family, they live not so far from the beach.
Yeah.
So their life is it looks perfect, which probably is. They're like they go picnic, they ride their bike from their house to the beach. They enjoy sometimes they got the fun fair. They go to nice restaurants and all these things. It's only like few minutes from Amsterdam as well. So it's like everything looks so perfect to me. Yeah.
Okay. I think I should put a disclaimer, because Dutch beaches are not that nice and going out to eat costs a fortune, so just keep it in mind.
Okay. Thank you for correcting me. I was there briefly as a tourist.
Then it's okay. Then we don't care about prices when we're touristing. Yeah, I live in Busan near a lot of really nice beaches, and food is like I said, Dutch food is not. Maybe you went to Italian restaurant in the Netherlands, or
probably or Thai food.
Thai food in Netherlands. Oh,
yeah. My last meal there was in a Thai restaurant in Amsterdam.
Was it doable? Was it okay?
Oh yeah. It was okay. I was on my way back from Poland, and I intentionally did a 9-hour layover just to meet up with my sister and her family, but they decided on a Thai restaurant on my way back to Thailand. But anyway, it was like a good kind of like appetizer to have that before coming back to Thailand. Yeah,
And a nice switch from Polish food, I can guess. So.
true.
I'm letting my real mark come out. I'm sorry. No offense. Okay. Then let's get back to Thailand then.
Sure.
So what makes Thai students different from students in the rest of the world?
From what I hear anyway, from language school or university staff, they enjoy having Thai students because they say Thai students smile a lot and they're like friendly to everyone. After COVID, I think when the number of Thai students dropped, the things I hear from language school would be, oh, we miss the Thai students. We wish Thai agents could recruit more Thai students to us, because they miss that. And some of the school that would have a lot of the group from Thailand, they said they miss the summer groups as well from Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah. But from what I know anyway, the number is picking up, but slowly. Yeah. The host family as well, they said they enjoy hosting Thai students. Sometimes they bring, the souvenir or gift from Thailand, and occasionally they might cook some Thai food and they enjoy it.
I could be a host family if I can get mango sticky rice once in a while from Thai students, I guess. Host family is also a unusual subject for me. I couldn't see myself doing that, to be honest.
As a university student, it might be hard, but I think for high school, I think it's okay. But however, I think a lot of Asian students like to stay with the homestay with the host family, or at least we would say try it first. Maybe the first 2 to 4 weeks and see if you want to continue or But many times they have friends, like they know more people, then they decided to rent accommodation together.
I guess for high school students it makes more sense. Like I was 21 when I did my exchange, and then I'm like I don't need a host family, I think.
But for Thai students, some of them already graduated. Like they might be in their mid-20s and they're still okay to stay with the homestay.
Oh.
Yeah, depends. But again, homestay is always like hit and miss. Some perfect host family might not be good for the students, or perfect student as well might not be good for another family. It's like, I would say it's like marriage. When there's divorce, it doesn't mean one of the party is bad or dishonest. It's just like they just don't get along.
Fitting in is important, and being understood is basically as well. What is something that the public doesn't understand about student recruitment agents that you want to clear the air about?
Okay, maybe I might be focusing on Thailand, right? We would hear about sometime the parents of students that would say, oh, we don't want to apply or use the service of the agency because they're like money grabbing, they're dishonest, or shouldn't the students do it themselves, because since they're going there to learn language or apply for university, they should do it themselves. But I would say, but why go to that hassle when we have educational agency that could help you and to assist you on choosing, better school or the best fit school for your students, for your children, and also, help you with the subject or the courses, the program that would be perfect for your kids. Another thing is also about the visa process, which, it is sometimes for the parents, they don't understand, what type of documents the embassy wanted to see. We're in the industry, we know, and things change all the time. So, things that we know 6 months ago might not be up to date. And we're the one in the industry, so we know what the embassy, what the visa officer want. So we can help them with that. And a lot of the agency, they don't charge for the service fee. So if, let's say you're going to spend $1 million baht on, your education, even though you apply directly, it's going to cost you 1 million baht. But going to us, it's going to cost you 1 million baht still. So why don't you, use our service to help you and make things easier for you? But in terms of the language school, that's even more benefit because if the students apply directly, let's say they're paying 10,000 baht, going through agency, there's some promotion that the school and the agency work out together. So sometimes it could be between 10 to 20 or sometimes even 30% discount on going through agency. And once you're there, it's the same experience. But at least you're paying cheaper, and that back home you have us to help you when you have problem with your study, with your accommodation, with your everyday stuff. So that's actually the thing that I always say when I do for the interview is use the service of the agency because you can rely on us for a good service.
Yeah, you have to know it's a good agent, of course. And maybe agent organizations help you narrow down the search for a proper education agent near you, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, there's bad apples and good apples. So let me ask you, who is your least favorite student recruiter in the whole wide world?
No answer. I wouldn't know.
Have you ever lost money with working because you did the right thing?
Yeah, sometimes. There's various ways to lose money.
What is an experience that still sticks with you to this day? That, okay, I lost quite some money or opportunities, but at least I know I did the right thing.
Sometimes it's, when the other party don't keep their promises, they might say, oh, it's going to cost this much. And when the time comes and we say, okay, we got this group of students that wanted to apply for a visa, and they say, oh, we only got this much money. You still owe us this much. And we were like, hey, hold on. We got this proof of the fax you sent. We were talking about fax, so it's been a long time. And they're like, no, we don't know how that got, sent. It's not the right amount. And we were in the deadline, and we have this group of students that need to travel, and they need this document to apply for the visa. So yeah, we had to pay a lot extra to have the document sent. If not, we'll probably get sued by the students. That's the major one. But I think recently would probably be just a few months ago. I'm not going to name the name of the language school, but it's not hard to Google. It's the language school that's been around for 70 years.
70 years.
Yeah, I think they can just Google it. They'll find it right away.
If you know the language school, put it in the comments below. I like the gossip.
Yeah. So, but we didn't lose that much because the student only went for a month. But anyway, they owe us the fee, and yeah, the school closed down.
Okay.
Yeah. So after 70 years.
Wow.
But there are other agents that sent groups or sent a lot of students, and the money being owed, and I don't think they're going to get it back.
Yeah, sometimes it can take a while before you get your money, basically, if you
Correct.
talk about the student recruitment industry.
Correct.
Like 6 months later, 1 year later.
Yeah,
sometimes.
even some 2 years, I heard. Yeah.
How much are you owed? Did you have a tally of how much you're missing?
Not a lot, but for that case. But yeah, I heard of, other friends in the industry that, they will owe money for like a year or 2 years before they get paid. And, that it could affect the cash flow of the company.
Just ability to pay your bills.
Right. Yeah.
Especially nowadays, the industry is down. I think we all know that. So having to wait 6 months or a year or 2 years on money is not doable. Like,
correct.
Maybe when you receive the money, then your agency already doesn't exist anymore.
True.
Did you see a lot of your friends or co-workers go out of business in the recent years due to maybe COVID or recession?
I would say yes. Friend in the industry would be both the agents and the schools. However, I think in Thailand, we saw a few of them that actually would stop for a while and then would come back once the market is pick up. So in a way, I'm glad to see them back. Actually, same with some of the language school and institutions out there as well. They closed down during COVID, and I felt bad. But then they reopened.
Okay.
So yeah.
Maybe the 2026 is going to be a comeback story for agents in universities. Hopefully.
I hope so. Yeah.
So let's look a little bit ahead now. So in 5 years' time, what do you think will happen to agents? Will they get stronger? Will they be
Wow.
replaced? How will the business evolve?
It's hard. I think even just to predict 1 year from now is even hard. I think now with AI, right? We don't know. I mean, for university, I think even for like lecturer and professor, they are trying hard to determine when students submit their work, like is it being helped by AI? You know, it's quite hard for them already. And for us, I think it's sometimes looking at the document, because now AI can help force the document, right? So when we look at the document, sometimes it might not be genuine. And also some of the, you know, I think financial record is okay because, you know, that's the embassy job to look at. But I think in terms of the academic documents and also the statement of purpose or things that students write, sometimes we don't know if the student actually write it themselves or not, or if AI help. So I think AI it's good and bad. I think it helped us in a way in terms of how we work, but it's a double-edged sword that we have to see, well, you know, whether if this is genuine or would it ruin our company or reputation. But another thing I heard about AI is for 2026 or in the future, people are tired of AI and they're looking at something genuine or like, you know, more personalized. So I don't know if I could answer your question on the 5-year prediction, but it will change a lot. Better or worse, I'm not sure. But at the moment anyway, I think from what I see, AI is still helping us, you know, in terms of working, making things easier, designing brochure, website, writing documents or articles. On that side, on that point of view, I still see that it's quite easy. But in terms of whether it would, you know, steal our jobs, that I don't know. Or worse, that people said maybe you don't need a degree, right? Or you know, why need to learn new languages or why need a degree? You have AI. You can just take photo and then it just summarize for you in different languages in a few seconds. So I think, but still we need to see how that would affect the industry. But in a way, it's not only that. If you think about the workforce, for big companies or big corporation, let's say they used to have 1,000 staff. Now they probably can shrink it down as well, right? You know, to maybe less than 100 or a few hundred. And it's so now a lot of these employees would have to learn how to make good use of AI. So that would benefit them and the company. So we just have to make good use of AI, basically. That's the bottom line.
I think so too. And there's definitely some validity to what you said is people are going to get sick of AI. Maybe not sick, but they're going to miss the human touch.
Right,
like,
correct. Yeah, I think that's the word, human touch.
It's what we're talking about with Dream Makers is the humans behind international student recruitment. Because in my opinion, AI is not going to go away and we all need to use it, or else competition just gets further and further away from us. So if we use it in a way that helps our business, saves us time, and then we can focus more on the human touch, because that's what the universities want, it's what the parents want, and that's also how agents can separate themselves from the competition, basically.
100% agree. Yep.
So using AI to make your work easier, or if you don't have a lot of people, you can grow your business and then spend your time on the human touch with the universities and with the parents. That's I think that's my prediction. That's how it's going to change. So the agents who don't lose the human touch and separate themselves from the rest is the ones that are going to be stronger in 5 years because of AI.
Right. I think AI would just be kind of like, you know, the new technology. If we talk about, you know, in the mid 90s when they started to have the internet, right? And people were thinking, oh, you know what, education agency will disappear because now a lot of language school and university have their own websites and students can apply directly. So I was talking to a lot of the the owners back then, they were like, oh yeah, we're not going to exist 3 or 4 years from now, because the email and the website. But, it's been 30, 40 years, we're still around. And then when they're Facebook, when they're social media, we have to adapt and make good use, right? Now every company has a website. We use, social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or now X, right? Where we just have to adapt and learn how to help us benefit from those. So I'm sure AI would be one of those technology as well that we have to make good use of it.
Yeah, student recruiters need to adapt or die, or they will die if they don't adapt, in a sense, basically. So.
Right.
If you could change one thing about universities to make student mobility healthier, what would you choose to change?
Student mobility as in like student exchange, or which area are we talking?
So student mobility as in students from Thailand going somewhere to another country. So basically how universities need to change their international student processes to make it healthier for the business, better for the business overall.
I think at the moment, from my point of view anyway, from what I've seen, let's say, for example, university from the UK, because that's where a majority of the Thai students go to. I think in a way, they adapt and learn how to make it easier for Thai students to go. 20, 30 years ago, they waived the IELTS or TOEFL for Thai students that study at international school, and even as time go by, they make it much easier now, and then some of them have their own English placement tests, where students don't have to go and pay to take the test anymore. So I think they're doing a lot already. It's just that at the moment they're not that enough students to go. I wish I could add more to your question, but I have to give credit to all these universities out there that I think they're trying hard, much easier than 10, 20 years ago. But it's just that it's the students that are willing to pay and go, I think, or maybe more scholarship. But again, a lot of them are giving out quite a lot already. But I think scholarship, that's one thing, and good internship programs, I think that would attract students. But there's some of them which might not be related to them, is the visa problem, which has nothing to do with university.
That's
more
true.
unless they can talk to their government, and make the visa issue better. Which I know a lot of them are doing that, but
Okay.
yeah,
it makes sense. There's not they are doing more, universities, but maybe I think universities should rely more on third-party service providers basically to help everything get better. Universities are not good at converting students, but agents are good at converting students. So there needs to be more synergy between the agent and the school to make things better and easier.
Yeah. What I want to add on is, I think a lot of the language school and university out there are doing hard, but it's the government policy that we're not going to name the country again. There are a few countries out there that they're like clamping down, or they wanted to reduce the number of international students. So that's not helping. But in a way, I don't know why they want to do that, because international students actually create a lot of money or bring in a lot of money to their economy. Billions and billions of pounds and dollars. When students go there, they pay for tuition fee, accommodation fee. They spend money on food and traveling and all these things. So they actually, bring in money for those countries. But I know, there's some dodgy students out there that might be doing the wrong thing, but that just like you said, just one bad apple shouldn't spoil the whole basket. But I think they should focus on that rather than just clamping down on international student as a whole.
Yeah, I agree. It's unfair. It's, I guess they're also at a loss of how to do it properly without singling out people and create some diplomatic problems, I guess. So it's not easy for them too, basically. You said you're an agency, but you're working together with a cohort or a sort of consortium of agents, association. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So here in Thailand, we have the Thai Agency Association called TIECA, TIECA. Currently, we have about 80 members. So I'm on board of committee. I'm actually probably spend the most time as a committee than any other members.
Okay.
I was a president, the vice president, secretary. Yeah, now I'm the advisor.
So you keep getting demoted, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope I might bounce back, but I don't know. Yeah. It's good to be in the same association with other agencies, so we learn about what's going on. We keep each other up to date, and we have close relationship as well with the embassy or the organization that are promoting education. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah.
Can anybody just become a member of TIECA?
Sure. I mean, as long as they're behave or follow the guideline that we have. But as long as the company, I think, been set up for a year or two, and they have some references from people in this industry and some of the educators out there, they can be members.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it cost anything? Do you have to pay to be a member?
Not much.
Okay.
There's like I wouldn't know the actual fee, but it's probably about $600 or $700 USD to become a member.
Okay.
And then after that, it's only like probably about $250 annually for the membership fee. But what they get would be more. We have the meeting every 2 months. There's an outing. There's a lot of the benefit of being the members.
Okay. Sounds like a fun bunch, to be honest.
Yeah. And we've been winning the award by the Ministry of Commerce every year for the Association of the Year.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So this is going to be my closer question for every podcast. We can talk more, but I want to ask this question first. What do you want people to remember about the human beings working in international student recruitment?
We are genuine in helping students to have a better education and better experience. A lot of them, I know, in a way, we also have to make money, and there's money out there. But there are other industry that we could be in or other people could be in, but we're here because we want to help. And we want to see the Thai students have better experience, better education. That's not to say, studying locally or here in Thailand is bad, but it's also good to, like you experience, it's also good to travel out of your comfort zone to experience different lifestyle, different culture, learn new language. It doesn't have to be just English. It could be Japanese, Korean, Dutch or German.
Don't learn Dutch.
But and to experience, different lifestyle, new environment, new surrounding, and you will grow, internally as well, and be more accepting. Yeah, with the social media now, you see a lot of the hatred and a lot of people not getting along. But in a way, if you dig deep enough, there's also a lot of the viral video where people are like helping each other. They're genuine. They help the people when they're desperate, where they're in need. I think, so we should focus more on that, on the positivity. Yeah.
That I 100% agree with. Yeah. Okay. Then I think that was all my questions for now. I would like to thank you a lot for joining me today on our first podcast for Dream Makers. So
You're welcome, and thank you for having me.
yeah. So this was Annop
Annop. Yes.
from York Institute.
Yes.
Which is not a real learning institute. But okay. Yeah. Thank you for coming, and I hope to maybe see you again in the future. Basically.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And สวัสดีครับ
Sawadee-krap.
for the Thai touch.
So that was it for Dream Makers this week. I'm your host, Mark Balneger, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.